this league we got a crisis in scoring goals. But as for my team, I'm happy. If you see, at some point we scored 5, we scored 3, we scored 3. It means we are doing the right thing.
Meanwhile, Kwekwe United, Dynamos, Manica Diamonds and Yada Stars are languishing at the bottom end of the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League table as the fight against the dreaded CHOP continues. Geima Tambo, ZBC News, Triangle.
Zimbabwe is intensifying preparations for the Confederation of Schools Sport Associations of Southern Africa COSASA Games set for Eswatini next month after selecting teams to do duty in a competition that features athletes from primary and secondary schools.
As the countdown to the COSASA Games continue, Zimbabwe has selected athletes for the 4 sport codes, while the selection of the 5th sport code volleyball will be conducted in Masvingo this weekend. National Association of Secondary Heads NASH President Sifase Mutume said preparations are now at an advanced stage with a bonding camp set for the 18th of August ahead of their departure to Eswatini on the 22nd of August.
We are in the process of finalizing the selection of our teams. Most of our team players have been selected, save for the sport code of volleyball, whose athletes are going to be selected this week in Masvingo. The sport codes that are on offer this year are only 5: athletics, football, boys and girls, netball, basketball, boys and girls, and volleyball, boys and girls. The age groups involved are under 14, which is basically for primary schools, under 16 and under 18, which fall under NASH. The intention for this year is that we take the under 18s, whom we think are at the verge of leaving high school, and due to limited financial resources that we have, we can't take the 2 age groups, that is under 16 and under 18, to that competition.
The COSASA Games will erupt in Eswatini from the 23rd to the 28th of August. Zimbabwe, Lesotho, Malawi, South Africa and host Eswatini have so far confirmed participation in a competition set to be hosted at Somhlolo Stadium and the Olympic Africa in Lobamba. Mtokozi Stube, ZBC News, Bulawayo.
And that concludes our look at sport. Next, the weather report and forecast.
And forecast started clear and cold across much of the country, resulting moderate ground frost in areas such as Western Nicholson, Buhera as well as Zaka districts. However, as the day made headway, it became mostly sunny and warm in all areas before temperatures dropped again, returning to cold conditions towards the evening. Now, these conditions should persist through Friday. Clear and cold in the morning with chances of slight and moderate ground frost are becoming warm by the afternoon. Now, as we get into Friday evening, winds from the south should start strengthening, causing cloudy conditions over the weekend, suppressing increase in maximum daily temperatures. Now tonight we are expecting clear overnight conditions with very cold conditions, causing slight and moderate ground frost over the southern and eastern parts of the country. Tomorrow should be generally warm across the country under sunny conditions, cold at first and towards the evening. Now as we move on, Bulawayo is forecast to be very cold during the mornings with chances of moderate ground frost, becoming warm as the day progresses. As we move on, Matopo should also experience cold morning conditions and chances of moderate ground frost, becoming warm by the afternoon. Ground frost cannot be ruled out for Nyanga with very cold conditions and warm afternoons. Guerrero should be cold as well, becoming warm by the afternoon. Masvingo, very cold in the morning, becoming warm by the afternoon. Cloudy conditions starting Saturday. Nyanga should be very cold with chances of severe ground frost in the morning, becoming mild by the afternoon. Cloud conditions are expected over the weekend. Marondera very cold as well in the morning, getting warmer as the day progresses throughout the forecast period. However, very cold morning conditions are expected with warm afternoons throughout the forecast period. Same applies for Kwekwe with chances of slight and moderate ground frost in places. Same applies for Kadoma, very cold conditions and evenings with warm afternoons. Chinhoyi as well, generally warm throughout the forecast period. Victoria Falls should be cold in the morning, becoming warm by the afternoon and cold towards the evening. Lupani very cold as well in the morning, becoming warm by the afternoon. Bindura cold at first and towards evening with warm afternoons. Kariba cool in the morning, becoming warm by the afternoon throughout the forecast period. Thank you for tuning in and good evening, Zimbabwe.
And the weather report in forecast was our last port of call. From all of us here, it's good night.
Good night.